It's Sunday Fun Day. I like coming live in my group in Intuitive Angel Messages through Facebook each Sunday. So today we're going to be talking about what is happening with your chest. Are you finding that you're having a lot of pressure, warmth, expansion? It might feel like heart palps, anxiety, your mind is racing, things are happening, but we're talking about what is happening predominantly in your chest, okay? So that's the topic for today. And I'm going to be coming on live next Sunday. Jesus has come to me and asked me to channel a message. So I will be channeling a divine message from Jesus next Sunday, okay? That will be December 20th in the group on Facebook called Intuitive Angel Messages. And I've put the links above this video for those of you who are watching me live in the group. So you can check out my website. You can check out my YouTube channel. Maybe you've missed some of the material that I've been popping up. The last video that I popped up on my YouTube channel is confidence and second guessing oneself. So I highly recommend you take the time to watch that one. The next Sunday, after this next Sunday, which is December 27th, I'm going to be coming on live in my group on Facebook, Intuitive Angel Messages. And I'm going to be channeling what is to come throughout 2021. I have a little bit of a taster from my angels because I've been asking a lot. And I'm going to break it down with the assistance of my team. And we're going to be talking about what is going to be coming throughout 2021. I think we all need this really, really bad. Am I right? Okay. And also, a couple updates. This will be the last Mediumship for Beginners course come January 15th until the 30th for 2 weeks with myself and two other medium teachers, Ashley Cunningham and Paul Milgis. This will be the last one offered at $155. Okay, so that come the next one that has been scheduled through my website for the middle of April, the rate increase will be at that point $185 US. Okay, so just giving you heads up, if you want to save $30, this will be the last go around at $155. And the last course that I taught in November alongside Ashley Cunningham and Paul Milgis. Love you guys. Can't do this without you. Truly cannot. I just want to read off some of the comments from the students from this course, okay? It's all about learning how to tap in and connect with your angels. I can't imagine a day that will go by when I can't just at some way, somehow connect with my team. It's so important that you learn how to do this. Either your spirit guides, your angels, your loved ones, the archangels, the ascended masters, okay? How important this is. So in many ways, you know, some of us are very clairvoyant. Some of us are super claircognizant. Some of us are so, clairaudient. And some of us are very clairsentient and feeling. So we're going to bring that out in each of you, whatever your strongest is, and amplify it and then build and grow from that. Okay? So it is so important to learn how to connect with them. And how do I teach these courses? I teach them the way that I've been taught. I teach the way that my angels have taught me. So everything I do is in conjunction with your guardian angels, my guardian angels, and that is who we are going to be connecting with first and foremost. And it's so important, if you feel drawn towards learning this, then come my way. If it feels flat and stagnant, don't come. Okay? Or just not yet, or just not now. But it is, I can't imagine a day going by without being able to do this. Now I've expanded it over the years, so where I am is different than where somebody else is. But we are all mediums, every single one of us. It's just a matter of realizing that where you are unconsciously channeling throughout your day-to-day versus now we're going to learn how to consciously channel in this course. Okay, so some of the things that the students have stated from the last course that was taught in November is Patty, thank you. She says, thank you, Kristen. I really enjoyed this class. Carolyn, thank you. This class was awesome. Alyssa says, so much love for all of you. And Leanne, yes, thank you, Kristen, and everyone for being so supportive. So important. You can take a course, sure you can. But if it's all pre-recorded material and you're working on your own 2 feet, I could do that. I could teach a course like that, where you guys are handed the course material and off you go. But I don't know how far we would get. And I like to work with the students and help them. And I really want to hone in. And I got a little secret up my sleeve. I actually tune into your guardian angels and they help me while I'm working with you. So whether you want to come on camera live with me or you want to work in the comments area and step back a bit, either way, we're all going to be learning a lot. The next comment, which I really appreciate, Alyssa. Alyssa, you little rascal, signing up for the next 102. Cannot wait. Just completed my second mediumship course with Kristen, Ashley, and Paul. Couldn't be more grateful for their guidance and being part of such an amazing experience filled with love, spiritual growth, and more support from my teachers and my classmates than imaginable. For anyone interested in developing in the area of spirituality or anyone drawn to or curious about these mediumship courses led by Kristen and her team, highly recommended. So much growth during these courses. Kristen and her team are incredible. Such a high vibrational experience. And I really agree. That's my motto. Highly, highly, high vibrational. Okay. Oh, thank you, Polly. Yeah, Polly, you know, took the Mediumship for Beginners course. It's life-changing. I really agree. And, you know, not only do your guys' lives change, but my life changes too. Every single time. And I meet so many new people, and it's wonderful. Oh, thank you, Kira. She's just saying that she expanded rapidly and she met a lot of beautiful people in the group. And it's true. We bring us all together. I mean, we're all in quarantine, isolated from each other. So this is a great opportunity, as always, to connect with other like-minded souls. Oh, yes. Ooh, you made it, Faith. Awesome. Okay. If you're interested, I'm going to be placing the links below this video on YouTube, so you gotta just look at the links below the video. Also, above this video on Facebook, where you're watching me in my group Intuitive Angel Messages, I've put the links above as well. So, oh, I love it. Awesome, Polly. I can't wait to see you in April. And so there's just so much to be learned. I like to put a little twist. I like to do things a little different with each course and yet have a lot of pre-recorded material. The difference between the beginners is we have 1 live a day, plus the students going live as well. We're practicing with our angel cards right on the course wall. So important to buy a deck of angel cards. If you haven't bought one yet, you need to get out, go to your local metaphysical shop, crystal shop, Amazon, eBay, hayhouse.com, and Barnes and Noble. Last I checked, they had a nice discount going on. And you will just type in angel cards, and there they will be. Another wording for angel cards is oracle cards. They're wonderful. Okay. I put a poll up on the group wall, and I asked everybody, what's happening with your chest recently? Like, are you experiencing a pressure or an expansion feeling? Is it coming and going, or does it come like often? Does it linger for a long period of time, or is it something that just comes and goes? So the people that were operating in the poll, it was made very clear that this is something that's happening in the chest with a lot of warmth and pressure, and it's coming and it's going. So it comes on and then it dissipates. So what is it, and what is happening to us? What's happening? I remember long ago, oh, thank you, son, you little sweetheart. She says she's taken the 101 and the 102, and they are mind-blowing and life-changing. That's what I want. I want there to be a shift in your life. And it will shift as much as you want it to shift. So if you're not wanting to, you just want to be on the outer edges, that's okay too. But you're still going to have a lot of changes take place. And I can't wait until January. It's usually the fresh new time of the year, and I really love starting off a course in January. Okay, so we could say that what's happening in our chests is anxiety. We could say it's heart palps, maybe even panic attacks. We could. I don't know about you guys, but I've had maybe about 2 panic attacks in my life, so I know what that feels like. I had so much stress at the age of 18. I was working in a bakery, and I was making wedding cakes, and I was experiencing a little bit of sexual harassment, although the person didn't realize that was happening. They just thought they were being funny. So it was really starting to bother me. And this was a peer that was working with me, a male peer. So I remember having this panic attack, and I thought, that's it. I'm not going to go through life suffering like this. I'm going to face this head on. I'm going to deal with it, because I can't live like this. So I remember at 18 years old, sitting down in the office and letting this person know exactly how I felt. And boy, did I feel so much better. And he was completely dumbfounded. Didn't realize that he was treating me this way and that it bothered me. So from that day forward, he never did it again. And he learned from that experience. So, sometimes you just have to face things head on, and you just have to deal with them. And trust me, I've done the other route where you do the passive aggressive route, where you kind of like stuff things down and you don't express how you feel, and it's no fun long term. Plus you store all of that in your body, and it sucks. So I know what an anxiety attack feels like. I know what heart palps feel like. Heart palps for me. Now that can be a physical condition. So we could also ask our angels, is this an energy condition or a physical condition? Is this brought on by energy, or is it brought on by physical, something physical happening in me? So we ask the first question, is this energy related? And then we quiet our minds, tune out, feel your body. There's no thought, just feeling. And we're waiting for a yes or no response in the body. Okay? So you might get a yes response or a no response. Relaxed, tight, pulled back, no. Okay? And then you can ask them the question, is this sensation in my chest physical? Again, tune your mind out. Feel in your body, are you getting a yes? And it might be just subtle at first, okay? The more you practice, the more intense it becomes, because now you're working with your angels, and now you're opening that flow of energy, okay? Oh, it feels like anxiety, yes. Also, some of us are so empathic, and look at what's taking place in the world right now. And if we're watching the news and we're reading the newspaper and we're like focusing in on what's going on in the world, and some of us, aka Polly, we're in the medical field, okay? And so we're living it day in and day out. That right there is likely to cause some anxiety, especially if you're empathic and you're intuitive and you're sensing and picking up on other people's vibrational frequency, which is really close to you in your work environment. If you're a nurse, if you're a manager, if you are, a hospitalist, oh my goodness. Okay, so we all have to weigh this out individually for ourselves. But what I'm talking about taking place here in the chest is something that comes on out of the blue and then it dissipates. What is it? So what is it, Agnes? Agnes, my guardian angel. So there's a variety of symptoms taking place right now. And it is individual and unique to each of us. And it's important for you to ask these questions that Kristen has suggested. Working with your team and narrowing it down. She says another way that you can narrow it down if it's energy related versus physical related is going outdoors and grounding yourself. So even if it's cold and snowy, we just lean our back up against a tree, let the energy of the tree wash over you and help ground you, and the earth will ground you through your feet, okay? Even if it's for 2 minutes. And if you find that these symptoms dissipate and you're feeling better, less aches and pains, less heart palps, less anxiety, less pressure in the chest, then you know it's energy related. But if it's still the same, okay, either you've got a lot of energy and that grounding wasn't long enough, or it's physical related. Okay. Lately, the angels are repeating this message over and over and over again. They keep saying, believe, believe, believe. And they tie it right in after that and they say, if you want something, if you want to manifest something in your reality, really focus and hone in on it. Most of us are reacting to what we don't like or what we don't want, and we keep perpetuating those thoughts, and then we're perpetuating more of that in our reality. Rather, just take your attention off that long enough and focus in on what you do want. And of course, at first, you're not going to be like, oh, I 100% believe this is going to happen. I mean, I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror for 2 seconds and believe that I loved myself while I was saying I love you. In the beginning, I didn't. But the more you talk it into being, the more you believe it. And then you watch as it starts to manifest in your life. And it might come in like little things, okay? Like if you're focusing in on abundance and manifesting money or abundance can come in many different forms. It doesn't just come in a job working for money. Abundance can come in many different ways that you can't even imagine. So you might have something like, oh, you found a $10 bill on the ground. Somebody just gives you something that they're not using anymore, but it's worth a fair amount of money. And they don't care if you sell it or not. Okay, so I'm just giving you examples. You know, oh, you got a coupon for like 20% off. I'm just saying it goes on and on and on, and then it builds and grows from there. And every time you focus in on that abundance, thank you. Bring on more, thank you. I'm ready for more. Let's go. I don't know how it's going to come in. I don't know how. How's not up to me. Just bring it on in. And it does. But if you keep focusing in on the lower vibrational aspects of what you don't have and the lack thinking, then you're going to perpetuate that. So stop it. Just stop it. I literally would work with my team in the very beginning, and it'd be like, I'd hear my angel say, stop it. And I was like, okay. She'd say, stop it. And I'll be like, all right. Okay. So some of the other ways that we know that this is energy related in the chest is we have other symptoms. We'll have pressure on the top of the head. We'll have pressure coming in through our stomach. Okay? When you start ascension, first we walk awakening. How do we know we're awakening? Does anybody know that answer? Okay? Awakening, you know you're awakening because you're here watching this video. You're curious, you're asking questions. It's like an insatiable appetite to learn more. That might build and grow over time. You're reading books, material, watching videos. Guess what? You're awakening. You're awakening. It's happening. Ah. Okay? For those who are not awakening, not interested, got my blinders on, going through my life in the 3D reality, and I'm not asking questions, and I don't want to know. Okay, so there's the difference. Then we move on to ascension when you're ready. And ascension is free-flowing energy pulling in through 3 major chakras, the ones that I notice the most and others talking about is your crown chakra, your heart chakra, and your solar chakra where your belly button is. And you can be like, ooh, so dizzy, heart pressure, heart palps. Oh my God, might be feeling like it's hard to breathe. And a little bit of nausea. And you can always ask the energy to just step it back a bit because you're really getting pummeled right now. And it's uncomfortable. So you have to vocalize where your comfort zone is with people and with spirit. Okay? That's really important. Oh, ooh, yeah. Even if you find a dime or a penny, I'm ready for more. Thank you. Okay? I love it. Anything's possible. That's what I hear from the angels often. Anything's possible, Kristen. I'm like, can I be a mathematician then? Probably not. Because my desire and my belief to do so is very small and I'm not interested in that direction. Okay, so I'm going to hand the reins off to Agnes and we're going to talk about what's happening in our chests. Several things, she says. 1, individual integration of high vibrational frequency permeating your vessel, coming in through your heart chakra. So that's individualized, okay? So that will be just happening to you at that time. Why? Because you're ready to take in more high vibrational frequency into your body, okay? That's ascension. And this high vibrational frequency that is permeating your vessel is helping you lift and raise your vibrational frequency. It is transmuting the low vibrational energy that is stored within your vessel that has been accumulated through this lifetime and previous lifetimes. It's all amalgamating to this juncture point. And so she's talking about all your lifetimes, all that heaviness getting transmuted and moving into alignment and raising in vibrational frequency and going upwards. She's doing this with her hands and going upwards. The second thing that's happening is we have waves of, what she just described was more localized and individualized because you're ready. So if you're like, man, I'm getting all these symptoms in my chest and whoa, but nobody else is, it's individualized, is integration of you, individualized. Second thing that's happening is waves of high vibrational frequency permeating the entire planet, the earth herself, people, animals. All of us are getting washed over with it. She's laughing and smirking and saying, we all are looking at the Schumann resonances for a reason. Because when the Schumann resonances spike, we are noticing symptoms. Is this not right? Is this not right, dear ones? It's important to pay attention and notice not only the Schumann resonances, but individually how you are feeling and as a collective. And she says this is why she loves these spiritual groups and the coming together of like-minded souls. She's doing this with her hands, and the coming together of like-minded souls, because we can talk with each other and express how we're feeling and how we're doing and what symptoms we're experiencing. She says all of this is just going to continue to increase for each of us. She says the unawake ones may not pay much attention or may not notice or just slough it off and ignore it. Pay no mind to them or to that, okay? Okay, so with ascension waves, they come and go, and they are coming, she says they're going to come with frequency. No! Am I right? Okay, so we get these waves of energy coming in, and everybody's going to get it. Some are going to notice it, and some aren't. She's talking about some people, we have a lot more going on our plate, like health-wise, other challenges in our lives. So then we are more sheltered from the permeating of this frequency, whereas others are really ready and they're healthy and they don't have as much on their plate and they're going to get it, as Kristen says, full throttle. Okay, so if you have a lot on your plate, you're under a lot of stress, maybe you just had a surgery, or maybe you've got health issues, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get permeated with this ascension wave as much as somebody else will. These ascension waves, they come in. Some of them are shorter and more intensive, and some are longer and more drawn out over a lengthier time. The shorter ones come in over the span of more of like 3 days, whereas the longer ones, they are going over the span of 7 to 10 days, sometimes 5, in our linear time of thought, of time. Thanks, Agnes. Okay. The third thing that's happening, that may be happening, okay, is we're very empathic and we are feeling the collective consciousness. And if you feel like this is you, it's really important to ground yourself outdoors every single day if you are very empathic and you are feeling the vibrational frequency of those in your close proximity or the collective consciousness, the global energy, right? It's important for you to use discernment as to what is your energy and what is someone else's energy. And there are those who help to teach this, and she's using medium Ashley Cunningham as an example of who is talking about this and teaching how to use that discernment. Okay? Oh yeah, ear ringing is another sign when it comes in. Ear ringing tells me 3 things. 1, I'm getting a download of information that may be needed at some point in my life, and then it will be stored within me and come up as a thought pattern or maybe imagery or information that will be used at a specific point in my life, or just downloaded information. And there are times where I get ear ringing and I go, yes, and I'm going to talk, but there's no talking. So then I go, oh, it must be a download. Second reason why we have ear ringing is because I have an energy that is here ready to talk to me. So I go and I still my mind and I let the energy form thought forms and bring in words and sentences is information. Okay? So light brings in information. And the third reason why you would have ear ringing is because they are opening and expanding your ear chakras for more open and fluid communication. Okay? Where are your ear chakras? Right here. But they will work on that whole side of your head. They'll work on the eardrum, the ear canal. Along with the ear ringing, you may get tingling and vibration into your eardrum. And I mean, you might find the energy hits you in the eardrum. So the other reason why you may be feeling a lot of pressure in your heart chakra is spirit attempting communication with you, just letting you know that they are there with you, okay? And also, if you've been through a difficult time, if you feel like, you know, you feel like your heart's been broken, or you feel like your vibrational frequency has dropped, you feel really hurt, your heart chakra will start to kind of close. And so if this is the case in your life right now, and you're feeling your heart chakra just getting permeated, like sometimes it feels like a piercing sensation in your heart chakra, then the angels are opening and expanding your heart chakra when you're ready. They're not going to do it until you're ready. So they're attempting to open and expand your heart chakra, okay? And they will come and go in doing this. So they'll come in for a few minutes, gently opening and expanding, and then give you a break, a respite. And then they'll come at another time when you're ready and do it again and again and again and again. You know, when we have grief, she's talking about when we have grief or we're feeling really hurt, it's really important to feel those emotions and express how you're feeling when you're ready. And then when things start to settle down a bit, that's when they come in and work on our heart chakras to help us. Okay. She's ready to take any questions any of you have. Boy, that was quick. I thought she was going to keep talking there. Okay, yeah, let's talk about the eyes, okay? So you're getting the ear ringing, almost like bees, yeah? Sometimes you'll hear it and the pressure, and others, you're just getting the vibrational, not like a ringing, but a vibratory type of sensation. And so also, if I'm going to get ear cupped, I know I have an energy that is trying to get my attention to talk through me. And it's usually for someone else or for me, but usually for someone else. Other things that are happening is our eyes. So you get a filminess over your eyes, okay? And that is your spiritual sight. And so the filminess will come and go over your eyes for about 5 to 7 days. And then it'll dissipate, and then your eyes are nice and clear again. And then it comes again, and then it backs off again, and comes again, and backs off again. The other thing I'm noticing at night is my eyes have definitely changed. I'm not seeing this 3D experience as sharply. One could say, well, yeah, Kristen, you're getting older, your eyes are deteriorating, right? But for me, it feels like I've just had my eyes worked on and energy coming out of my eye sockets. So you'll feel like a lot of pressure and energy coming out of your eye sockets, and then the filminess. And so at nighttime, when I'm driving in the dark, and say there's no street lights, I usually let somebody else drive the car. Just because I'm seeing like a lot of white kind of haziness, and my vision isn't as crisp. But during the day, I'm okay. Okay, ready to rumble. Oh, you got eye floaters? A lot of people are saying that. Now, granted, eye floaters can be a medical condition. But if you've been to the optometrist and the optometrist can't see any reasoning for it, then you have to question, what is it? I have noticed a lot of people seeing energy moving in the room, okay, but that's outside of you. Eye floaters are more closer up in your vision, and it changes based on the light from outside. So do you want to talk about eye floaties? Who thought I'd be asking my guardian angel about that today? Not me. She says it can be physical related, to do with your eyesight, but it can also be energy related due to spirit. Eyesight changing visual sight changing, spiritual sight changing. This is going to keep increasing as we move forward. Okay? So you notice like nothing's happening like full on with us, okay? And if it is happening full on, if somebody comes to me for a reading and they're like, I have all this stuff coming on, it's so intense right now, I say, well, did you ask for things to increase? And they go, yeah. Well, there you go. You asked for it, now you're going to get it. Okay? The other reason might be because the person is vibrationally ready to have more happen. So, with that being said, it's coming on full throttle. So, you can also ask Spirit, like, yeah, this is a little too much for me right now. So, if you could simmer this down, okay? You can ask that, and they will back it down. So, with Heather, is this physical or is it spiritual? Spiritual sight opening. That's what I just heard. Spiritual sight opening. And they just did that. Correct. Okay, Heather. Yeah, I film. And then it goes, dissipates. And it's energy. It's not like I'm looking at myself in the mirror and anything's on my eyeball or I've done anything different to my eyes. Okay, crown chakra opening and expanding. I remember in the very early days, I used to say to Archangel Michael, could you help take these low vibrational thoughts out of my noggin? And he would open up my crown chakra and just the suctioning. And then my angel started giving me homework on what to do with these low vibrational thoughts, which was hand them off to her. If you really want to change your internal dialogue in your brain and you don't like what's going on inside your mind, you will maybe jot down every low vibrational thought you have in a day, or be very mindful, be the still observer of your thoughts, and then hand them off to your angels. And you will do it 25 times a day for like 2 weeks. And if you miss them at the end of the day, you'll just sit at the end of the day and hand off 10 things that you're worried about or you're thinking about. Okay? And that will shift you. And if you're at the end of 2 weeks, you're like, and you're clinging to them, then you need to do another 2 weeks. What happens is they transmute. Thoughts are energy. They're energy forms. It's very easy for them to hear what we're thinking, no problem. So if I have a lot of low vibrational jargon going up in my head, then I'm going to hand it off to them so they can transmute it into the light. And what happens over time is I just don't worry about that thing anymore that I used to chronically worry about. I just don't have those thoughts anymore. They go away, which is wonderful. How wonderful! In the middle of the night. Okay. If you have a specific question, Carrie, then I'm going to channel the guidance for you, okay? Okay, so Tina Buck is having ear ringing. I just get laughter. Tina, tell me, are you getting like a butterfly kind of feeling in your stomach and your chest and your stomach? It's like a vibratory kind of sensation. It's like a laughter. That's what it feels like your team is chuckling. They say, you know what it is, Tina. Go within. What is the answer? Okay, Tina, your team just asked you, so let's go within and type it below. What can Polly do about this anxiety that she's experiencing in her heart chakra? You've got several things going on, Polly. You've got incoming light frequency permeating your vessel through your chakra centers, one of them being your heart chakra. Your mind is fixating on different variables in your reality, which is having you fixated, and this continual fixation on these things that you're focusing on in your reality is building building, growing the anxiety within you. In order to shift this, be mindful of what you are placing your attention and your focus upon, dear one. Thank you. Hand it to us repeatedly. Take your attention off of it and focus your attention elsewhere. They want you to really take your attention off of it, and they want you to focus on what makes you feel content and at peace. Only, 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 dear one. Now they're thanking me. Okay. Well, there's two ways to look at that, Kathy. When you're driving and you're feeling anxiety, it could be anxiety because you're in the car. But the second thing that I think about is when you're in the car, your mind is nice and relaxed when you're driving, because it has to be, right? So it's in that neutral state, relaxed state. And boy, Spirit loves to hang out with us in the car, let me tell you. Sometimes I'll go to a friend's house and her angels will hang out in the back of my car, trying to, like, you know, hang out with me and chat with me and help me. It's like fascinating. Okay, I just get like laughter with this, Kathy. This is what they're doing, Kathy. They're doing this. Oh, Kathy, like they know you. They're cracking one. They're telling you, put an eye mask on and some earplugs. That should help. They're saying that's why one turns to this in order to help cope with these feelings of intense emotion or anxiety. They're not saying anything else, Kathy. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, there is a wave going on right now, yes. So the waves started coming in late December 11th in the evening. So you may have noticed coming in through your chest, like it feels like mild anxiety, heart palps, maybe hard to breathe. The other thing that was happening was my mind was really fixated and focused, like I was having a heck of a time sleeping, and I still am having a heck of a time sleeping, and my dream state is really vivid. So if you're having really intense dreams, like try not to analyze them during this time, okay? Let's not do dream state analyzation right now, because as we're getting permeated by this frequency while we're sleeping, your mind is going to go into all sorts of different scenarios in your dream state, and it's just going to be like wild and crazy. So this wave is coming in late December 11th, and it's supposed to go until peaking. So it's going to go gradually and then peak at the 29th. What was it? Oh, 19th. Sorry, 19th. I knew it had a 9 on the end. So it's going to peak at the 19th and then slowly simmer down for several days after that. So what is this? Is this a portal that's opening up, bringing in more energy? Or is this just like a stereotypical ascension wave or a solar flare? What is this? She's talking about several smaller portals have opened, gateways, and she's talking about how do you explain that? She just threw that all in my head at once. It's high vibrational frequency, but it's a different vibrational frequency that has not permeated the planet yet to this extent. So is it a totally different frequency? Yes, to us, it is different. It's here to help further along our progression. She's also talking about we have these portals opening up, And then we have a washing over with the stereotypical ascension wave that we have been getting for some time now. She's showing the sun, and the sun having bursts, like solar flare bursts, and then it washing over the planet. And then we also have this vibrational frequency that's coming from outer space, and it's washing over the planet at the same time. So we're getting it by 3 different ways. Oh, God, help us. Am I right? 3. Well, technically she says it's 4 because there are several portals open. It's not just 1. I see 2 smaller portals. Is that correct? 2? 2. She's talking about a conjunction. Oh, how fascinating. Okay, I'm like, conjunction? Okay, so the 2 portals are open and they're streaming energy towards us, and the energy is coming out of these portals and coming in conjunction with each other, and then streamlining and hitting the planet. She just winked at me and she goes, hilarious. Okay, so it's going to be a wild ride when I channel what's coming in 2021. I can't wait for that. I thought I'd break down January first on the 27th of December, and then I'm going to make my way into the rest of 2021, if that's okay. She's just smiling, giving a thumbs up. Okay, so there is a wave coming in right now, big time. Okay, so I said to my team, I really want to sleep right now, but we'll see how it goes. So we have the eye film, but then other people are experiencing dry eyes, really dry eyes. So that's another thing that seems to be happening. And sensitivity to light. So if you're finding your eyes are really sensitive to light more than normal, you have the film, or you have dry eyes, then we're going to say our spiritual sight is changing. Okay? Because we could say our physical eyes. And many people have gone to the optometrist and they say the optometrist can't find anything wrong. So we're going to say spiritual sight, okay? Ooh, hungry all the time. Love it. Is crying all the time a symptom right now with Lisa? Yep. They're talking about feeling more sensitive emotionally. So when we get permeated with these ascension waves, it brings up all the heaviness that we've stored within ourselves. And they're talking about blue light colors, okay? You can look that up on Google. Just like indigos, crystals, rainbows, there's blues. And blues love to store a lot of stuff down within themselves. They're, blues may not vocalize themselves as much, right? So there's a lot of storing going on. And as we get permeated with an ascension wave, plus all this that Agnes is talking about, the lower vibrational thoughts from this experience and your previous ones come up to the surface. Because this light is pushing everything up to the surface to get it transmuted. So then you may be thinking about things or being bothered by things that you hadn't thought of in forever, or feeling emotionally sensitive and right on the surface. And they're saying it's okay to cry. It's actually a good thing to release. And they want you to release. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's normal, Carrie. Through the third eye, sometimes it'll bridge down here, sometimes it'll permeate up here. In the beginning, I used to get it here, and I would connect over with my ear chakras, and sometimes I get like a crown around my head. And I'm like, I'm wearing the crown today. Everybody knows what that means. And sometimes other people tell me, I'm wearing the crown. You're welcome. Oh, interesting, Ariel. So many physical symptoms. She's not sure if it's ascension or pregnancy. Oh, they want you outside. I don't know if you're feeling pulled to go outside or you're not going outside enough, but you need to get outside. You need to find a park or your backyard. They know that sitting on the wet earth maybe won't be a good thing, but like leaning up against a tree every day. Hot baths, also very grounding, but really you need to go outside. You got a combination of the pregnancy and the physical, but also you have a combination with it being energy related. Also, you have the energy from this soul that is coming forth through you. How do you want? I'm trying to put into words what they're showing me, okay? So you have more energy, more light. The way that they're saying it is that we birth light, high vibrational frequency, light and love, pure light and love of the purest form through our vessels. But first, we store it within us. So you've got more light energy within you. Isn't that beautiful? And it's just crisp, crisp, like bright white. White and bright. They want you to be gentle with yourself during this time. Don't fixate on things or take things too seriously. So if you get stressed about something, ease yourself off of it and just focus elsewhere. I know that's easier said than done, right? But you need to put you first and the baby first. Thank you, Kristen. Okay. Yeah, that's good if you're feeling your crown chakra. All right. If you're having a lot of low vibrational thoughts, this seems to be a theme with many people coming to me for readings right now. There's a lot of depression and a lot of low vibrational thinking. And there's times where I'm moving in that direction myself recently. So we just need to be gentle with ourselves and really hone in on spirit, your guardian angels helping you. And if you want to ask your spirit guides or your grandma or Jesus, whoever you want to ask, go ahead and do that. Because what will happen is whoever you ask is going to bring a team to help you. They'll bring the archangels, they'll bring the ascended masters to help you. Here comes Agnes. We also have to play a part and play a role in taking accountability of our own thought processes and our own vibrational frequency. But sometimes it gets so overwhelming, especially with what is transpiring on the planet right now, that it's really important that we ask Spirit to help us. And so what Spirit will do is they'll help to shift our attention off of that thought or see the funnier or more optimistic thought on top of that thought, and just really placing your attention somewhere else. We don't need to delve in and pick the thought apart. The more you do that, the more you're going to generate more energy and focus on that thought, creating more of those thoughts. So we just need to call on our team to help us and just shift. That's it. I'm not putting any energy or any emphasis on it, on that feeling or that thought. I'm not giving it any super big attention. I just know it's a nagging thing. It's just a lower vibrational frequency that I'm going to shift. Okay. It's hard for me to talk about our dreams right now, Faith, because we have a lot of energy permeating the planet right now, which is going to stir up some really wild dreams. So we're going to have a little bit of a wild ride coming up here. And I see. The other thing that does transpire is the angels wait for you to fall asleep. And then when you're nice and quiet and at peace, it's easier for them to come in and help you and work with you. So, absolutely. You'll get downloads when you're awake. You'll get downloads when you're sleeping. Okay. All right. The answer is yes, Tina. I'm in agreement. It is spiritual, Tina. Oh yeah, 100% Rita. If you go and you ask Archangel Raphael to help heal you, and then you get sharp sensations through your chest, through your heart chakra, I've had that happen before several times, and 100%. I mean, if you ask for healing and then Raphael comes in and you're getting your heart chakra worked on, that's the first place he'll likely go to start working on you. Yes, absolutely. More emotional, more moods, more low vibrational thoughts. So it's really important that I'm staying in the eye of the storm. I'm in the middle of a tornado, but I'm in that quiet stillness in the middle. Okay? So you're going to go there with that thought, shifting, moving, handing, shifting, going. We're not going to put a whole lot of attention on it. Or you might feel like you need to milk that thought or that emotion and really get it out of you. Do that if you feel like you need to do that. Say, angels, time to transmute this heaviness. And now you're going to complain away. And they're just going to suck it up and out of you. So if you feel like you really need a bitch fest, do it. Do it. Like, lay it out so they can help you and transmute it. Otherwise, it's going to store within you and you're going to carry it around. You're going to be pissed off. So get it out. They don't care if you complain to them. They actually prefer it because we get it out of ourselves. Okay. Oh. Okay, Tiffany, we're going to take a leap. Your grandma is struggling in the hospital right now, and you want to know if she's going to be okay. I get a light feeling, clairsentiently, and you can come along with me, Tiffany. Quiet your mind. I don't get a heavy pullback or a foreboding feeling. I get a light feeling. I feel at ease, optimistic. I feel like that's what I'm feeling clairsentiently. Now I'm going to move to clairaudiently. I hear she's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Okay? They want you to hang back. Okay? Just hang back. You can continue praying. So you've been praying. Okay? And they want you to just not go visit her at this time. But pray and talk. You can talk to her higher self. You can talk to her soul. You can talk to your higher self, your soul. You can talk to anyone else, any loved ones that have crossed over. They'll hear you the second that you're speaking in your mind or out loud, okay? You can talk to your team of angels. It's really her angels that I'm connecting with right now, so they're tuning in with you as well. It's just a real pleasant, nice, warm, good feeling I'm getting from them, okay? So it's going to be okay. Okay. All right. I'll tell you, this ear ringing, it can go on for years. For me, the ear ringing started to dissipate and then slow down, and it pretty much has stopped for me. It used to be relentless, but then it stopped because my ear chakras are open. Now I'm just listening. I don't need my ear chakras opened, so the ringing has dissipated and stopped. The only time I get ringing is when I'm in the middle of doing something. Well, usually they come in through my throat and they nail me in the throat and make me cough to get my attention, because it's really important for me to hear what they want to say in that moment, and it's really important with what I'm doing. And then I go, thank you, they get my attention. Or I'll get a zinger in the ear, and my eardrum goes and gets a shocker. Then I go, okay. And so they're just getting my attention, because it's really important in that moment I hear what they want to say. But basically, they don't need to really open my ear chakras anymore, so I don't get that continuation. Now it's just downloads, and if they want to get my attention. I'm Ask Kathy. I love it. I think that's normal right now, Patty. It's like an up and a down, and an up and a down. And what if I were to go based on what I feel is going to happen in 2021? The overall feel of it is obviously the Christ consciousness expanding and growing globally. And if we want to work with that energy, we just say yes, please. And I highly recommend you do. I'm not saying that from a religious standpoint. I'm just saying that from a wonderful high vibrational frequency that's here to help us standpoint. And also, the overall feeling I get for 2021 is that we are going to have a lot of high vibrational frequency coming here. We're going to get really bombarded with it. So I'm really happy about that. I'm like, bring it on to help us shift. So some of us are going to buck the current. Some of us have more on our plate than others. Some of us are more ready to go than others. But irregardless, we're going. The angels always say this. They say, whether you shift in this lifetime or the next or the next or the next or the one after that, it's your choosing. But we are all going. There's only one direction we're going. Okay? And that's lifting and raising in vibrational frequency. We're raising upward. That's where we're going. So Patty's feeling unease, but then at times she's feeling settled. Very empathic. You're very empathic. They're saying you're so empathic, Patty. So you're picking up on the vibrational frequency of others, and also the global collective. Really important you do not focus in on that, because it's really going to impact and affect you directly and low vibrationally. You going outside for walks, that's what I'm seeing, you walking outside. You go for long walks or walks, they want you outside going for walks on the earth. And detach, disconnect from the lower vibrational aspects of what is transpiring around you and globally. You having Archangel Michael in your home is really helpful. I feel like you already do, though. You might ask him to turn things up a notch because you're having a hard time. So Archangel Michael, I need more. So I really need you to help me with these empathic, my empathic sensitivities. So I really need you to help me more. But also, we need to work in tandem with Spirit by not focusing on all the heaviness, especially if you're empathic. Oof. Okay. Ooh, indigo, stomach pain over the last few days. Okay. So is this physical or is it energy related? And oh God, they're putting it on me now. Oh, is it like your upper stomach? It's really where your solar chakra is located, above your belly button. Okay, you can take that off now. Take that off. Good Lord. It's like you want to throw up. Energy related. It's energy related. Thank you. Oh God. Okay. Okay, so really grounding outside, grounding yourself. We really need to ground ourselves. You're not going outside enough. They're telling me that. You're not going outside enough, Alex. Okay? You're just not. And you need to go outside every single day. And you need to lean your back up against a tree, even for a few minutes, and let the tree and the earth work through you and over you. And they're talking about you asking the earth, because that really did help me. So they're mentioning it too. So you must be really getting it if they're saying this. But you need to ask the earth to pull the energy through your body, out your root chakra, and out your feet on a continuous basis. I suggest everybody asks this. Earth, please pull all energy that is coming through my vessel at a steady, ongoing basis through me, out my root chakra and out my feet to help me ground. And the earth is also saying she wants us to make the request for her to remind us to come outdoors upon her back often, frequently. Fresh air, enjoy her energy, enjoy the space, enjoy nature. She's also making that request. Now she's smiling. Oh, Tanya, I'm jealous. You're sleeping all the time. You're doing good then, girl. All right. You're dozing off after 10-minute meditation even. Oh, such peace with you, Tanya. Holy moly. You're super, super grounded. So what's this all about? How come Tanya gets this path and we don't? Huh? Tanya, are you working with the angels a lot lately? Because the angels are telling me that they've moved in and they're super close to you and they're really helping you ground, helping you rest, helping you sleep, because this is what you need right now. So there you have it. Even though we have an ascension wave coming in on planet Earth, Tanya needs this right now. Therefore, this is what Tanya will get. She's not going to get what everybody else is getting. Oh, geez, Louise, be at peace, dear ones. It's you, Tanya. Be at peace. They're just telling you to be at peace. They're telling you that you've been needing this for so long, and it's about time. This is going to go on and on and on. And they're also showing me crystals. Tanya, are you holding crystals, or you got crystals around your bed, or maybe under your pillowcase or something? I'm seeing crystals. Yeah, I know. It was tough last night for me too, Polly. Ooh, you got intense physical ascension symptom. Okay. Like I answered before, Ariel, you got a combo of many things happening at once, physically and energetically. And it is so imperative that you go outside and ground yourself. I can't express to you enough how important that is. The higher and the more intensive your ascension symptoms become, you can use EFT tapping. You can look up videos on that. EFT tapping on YouTube. But going outside and grounding yourself every single day. Holy Toledo. 36 weeks, girl. Of course you're going to be more sensitive. But you also have a lot of energy. And you have the energy of this soul that you have within you. So you've just got a real combo platter happening. Don't worry about fixating and focusing. Do you remember what the angel said? Don't fixate and focus. Relax. Take your attention off of being high-strung about certain things. That's what they just said. Do you remember, Ariel? And now I'm reading your comments. So don't feel discouraged. Don't fixate. You've already got your plate full, girl. You just relax and do your best to just go with the flow. Yeah, you got a whole lot of relaxing and just chilling out. Focus on just focus on the happy things as much as possible. That's a choice too, isn't it? Focusing on the lighter aspects. If you find it really hard to focus on the lighter aspects in your reality, pinpoint the little things that make you laugh in life, okay? Somebody makes a joke online, or you say something and it was really funny, or your cat does something really funny, okay? Or your dog makes farts, okay? Milk it. Really laugh and get into it. And the more you do that, the more that is going to become your vibrational frequency, okay? And you won't turn to the lower vibrational stuff as much. You won't feel gravitated towards it, and it's not going to affect you as much. Other people's opinions, other people's thoughts. Okay? Yeah, we are on a roller coaster ride, and we can make the ride easier on ourselves, or we can really go into it and have a real good ride at the front of the roller coaster. Preferably, I'd like to be in the middle or the back, and I'd like to be just trying to relax as much as possible. But 2021 is going to be very interesting for me to channel that guidance. It's going to be a fun time. I'm going to answer your questions on 2021 as well on the 27th. Okay, so I'm going to take one more question, then I'm going to channel my guardian angel and see what else you'd like to say. Yeah. Join the club, Faiza. Join the club. What will help Faith further her mediumship abilities? What are her strongest clairs? Clairsentience, feeling, gut feeling, intuition, internal guidance system. Claircognizance, knowing, ideas, information, insights entering your mind. Pressure, warmth and pressure around your head. Feeling in the body through your stomach and chest. Feeling. Those ways. You'll know when we're around when you feel your chakra centers opening and expanding in these areas. A deck of angel cards. They're recommending you look for the video on my YouTube channel. I put the link above this video. And on my YouTube channel, I show how the angels want us to use the deck of angel cards. Okay, scroll down, how to use a deck of angel cards by the angels. You can practice relaxing and stilling your mind and asking questions and feeling yes and no responses through your stomach and your chest. No. Yes. Okay. Oh, how do we know if we're an indigo, blue, or rainbow child? I don't know too many people my age that are rainbows, okay? Those are usually the younger generation. So we'll narrow it down to violet, blue, indigo, possibly crystal. I'm an indigo, and I am a good 13 years older than Ashley Cunningham. So my generation of indigos are a little bit more direct and punchy. Whereas if you look at Ashley, she's also an indigo, but she's more open, she's more empathic than me. She also has a little bit of a dusting of crystal energy, okay? So she's got a little bit more crystal going on there too. So she's got a little bit of combo. And so Ashley helps me to ground and simmer down a bit, and I actually help Ashley ramp up a little bit. So depending on your age range, okay? Also, you can look it up on Google and YouTube. Blue life color. Look up the characteristics, okay, and go, okay, that's not me, that's me, that's not me. You can also look up violet life color in aura, and that will tell you more about violets, and of course indigos. Okay, so you can read up on it. Let's tune in to your energy. Claire wants to know. Indigo, all indigo. Okay, but we all work in tandem together. You know, don't think that the indigos have it more together than you guys. Okay, because sometimes we get sidetracked into the drugs because we're trying to numb ourselves from being here on planet Earth. Sometimes we're so abrupt and harsh with our words. We just think we can fix everything, and we see everything, and we don't do as good of a job at letting people be as they choose. And we learn over time. Actually, I've learned from the angels. The angels have taught me, allow other people to be as they choose, Kristen. They will shift and change when they're ready. And I remember giving readings in the very beginning. They'd be like, Kristen, this is an angel reading, not a Kristen reading. So, you know, me giving my opinion versus what guidance I was meant to give. So these are some of the indigo characteristics. Crystals are a bit maybe softer, maybe not as abrupt. They enjoy nature, music, more sensitive in nature. The indigos came into the planet to make the changes. And then that was to make way for the crystals and the rainbows. Okay? But we all work in tandem together. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful journey if you choose to see it that way. But the more you choose to see it that way, the more you will create your reality that way. So I highly recommend that you do. And if you can't see anything good about it, and you complain often, bare minimum, stop the complaining. And then number 2, look at the things that you really enjoy in your life, and then focus intensely on them. If it's your cat, if it's your dog, if it's the nature out your doorsteps, whatever it is, relentlessly focus on the higher, brighter, lighter aspects of your reality. Okay? Do you want to say the last few words? There's a lot coming in 2021 and onwards. It's really important that each of you listens to the guidance that will be coming forth through this dear one following this live broadcast on December 27th. For she will be channeling more information and insights in which each of you will be ready for and have chosen to be on Earth for through this time. She's smiling. Kind of like Galadriel. I swear to God, she's like Galadriel. You know that coy look that Galadriel from Lord of the Rings has? Okay. She says many blessings to each of you. And now she's washing us with gold light. And she's telling me that these are the blessings that she's washing us with. So if you feel anything coming down over top of you energetically, you'll know what that is at this time, whether you're watching this broadcast live or much later down the road. You guys, I'll see you next Sunday, and we'll be bringing through Jesus. And then the next Sunday after that, we're going to channel 2021. I'm going to break it down and talk about January, and then I'm going to talk about the rest of the year. Love you guys. Have a wonderful Sunday.